Well, all right, everybody. Thank you for coming to the channel and being here with us. We just finished The Mandalorian Season 3 finale, Chapter 24. I don't even know the name of the episode yet because it is not on Disney Plus. They always drop that like a little later for some reason. I don't know. I know it's out there if I were like searching for it. But, anyways, that's neither here nor there. We just watched the episode and we're going to go through it right now. I will say this right away. It's the lesser of all three finales so far, by far. It was okay. And it almost feels, it doesn't almost feel, it totally feels like a series reset. Now we're back. We have circled back to the beginning. Din Djarin is a bounty hunter again. And he has Grogu with him. So season 4, we're back to normal, I guess. The good thing for me, Nick, is that this story arc has now concluded.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't even know what to say. I mean, honestly, like, I don't want to like piss a bunch of people off, but this whole season and this episode was terrible. I mean, I can cherry pick some stuff out of the probably almost every single episode, including this one, that I thought had some cool stuff in it. But overall, the writing was trash this season. I felt no emotion for anything happening. Uh, I mean, I just didn't care. The show didn't make me care, and the show did that in the first 2 seasons. I actually
I feel
cared
the same
about
way.
Mando.
Yeah.
I cared about Grogu and these other characters.
He literally could have died in this episode, and I would have, I wouldn't have cared at all.
Yeah,
Uh, for a brief moment, I was wondering, are they about to kill Grogu? As crazy as that sounds, I just thought, at least it's possible. Grogu is in a room with 3 Praetorian guards.
yep,
You know, uh, boy, uh, that would hurt a little bit to see that. I guess.
yep,
Um, Echoing what Brendan Wayne said last week, that fans would hurt at the end of this season because something was going to happen. Well, it did happen. Moff Gideon died, and I don't hurt at all. He was
yeah.
the most lame, worst antagonist we've ever had in Star
He
Wars.
was terrible, terrible.
I like Esposito a lot.
Yeah,
I that fan, they did not pull it off. Or
no,
that I'm what am I talking about? It's too early. That
mm,
character, they did not pull it off for the fans.
no. And the thing is, I thought his character was better written through the first 2 seasons. In this season, he was just
All
he
right,
was
well
just cringe.
let's break it down piece by piece. They gave us their little recap of everything going on, and then we get the Mandalorians going through the tunnels of Mandalore. They're being chased by the Imperials. Din Djarin is literally getting his butt handed to him, uh, but he's fighting. He
Yeah,
was captured and he's fighting, and he's fighting them off, and then Grogu shows up. No, no, no,
yeah.
in the suit to save Din Djarin. So that's the first time he was saved
I
in the
thought he was
episode.
about to save himself, but he needed saving once again.
Yeah. So they have this little moment. The Mandalorians continue to flee the tunnels, being chased. They send warning to the fleet that the Imperial bombers, TIE fighters are
On
gonna
their way.
they're on their way. Use the flagship as a decoy. So I guess you just give up your biggest ship. How about you all just flee?
Yeah. Or just
Uh,
all stand up and fight. Like, why sacrifice your biggest ship?
Yep. So Moff Gideon is still all about finding Mando and Grogu. Um, they need R5D4's help. They're on mission here. Like, just Axe Woves flies in. One thing I did notice, and you noticed, Nick, too, is like all of a sudden, it's a good thing that the Mandalorians figured out how to have unlimited jetpack fuel.
Yeah, because they finally got it in this episode.
Yeah.
They never ran out of fuel here.
No, they flew all over the galaxy.
Mm.
um, pretty cool little, very, very fast space battle scene. Like, very few shots, but they looked good. They always
And it
look
wasn't
good.
even a space battle. It was in the atmosphere
Well, you know what I
again.
mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
In the air, in the air. So then you get to this part. It's a callback to the Phantom Menace. It's a callback to Game of Death by Bruce Lee, where the hero has to proceed level by level by level, and as you do it, you get upgrades.
Yeah. And
So
the enemies get harder.
yeah, Din Djarin is fighting. These first two, the next two, the next two. R5D4 is opening the shields, whatever. He's got his own little issues. Din defeats all of these people. And then
And R5 defeats all the mouse droids.
all the mouse droids. And then we get the reveal here that the clones are Moff Gideon. And he was cloning himself to give himself the Force.
Yeah.
So at least we got an answer to that, I guess. When I saw the shape
Mm.
of his head, I thought it might be Snoke at first because I guess I've just been looking for that, but
Mhm.
that didn't happen.
It wasn't Snoke. It wasn't Palpatine. The sequel trilogy's retconned.
They overloaded the sensor arrays or something, and
Yeah.
they destroyed all the clones. So
There's a button for that, I guess.
yeah. So our boy is now pissed that they destroyed all of his clones. There's underground. There's life. This
Yeah.
season 4. The Mandalorians are going to get to live on Mandalore again because the planet's surface can handle vegetation. Okay, great. We didn't really need all that. She leads the charge, and there's going to be a cool little scene here with all of the Imperials coming at them right here. Not bad, right there. I don't guess. They're fighting, and then you got this standoff between Moff Gideon and Grogu. Man, who is texting me at 5:44?
Rissman.
Yep. Matt, come on, man. uh Moff Gideon stands off with Grogu. I'm sorry, Din Djarin. The Praetorian guards show up. Nick, I didn't know what was going to happen here. Like, is Din Djarin about to die? He should have died. And when Moff
Yeah.
Gideon could have killed him, Moff Gideon decided to start talking.
Yep.
Exposition would be great here.
Yeah. Time to start chit chatting.
Yeah.
Because instead of killing him, I'm gonna just talk.
Literally had him defeated, could have ran him through,
Yeah.
and killed him, but just starts talking.
Typical villain.
Yep. So then Grogu shows up to save the day. Grogu's fighting off the 3 Praetorian guards. Okay.
Yeah. Running around in a circle above him.
Yeah. It was kind of a long, drawn out scene, honestly. This was like the climactic event, the fight with Moff Gideon and all that, obviously. Bo-Katan shows up and saves Mando. So now Mando's been saved twice in the episode.
Yep.
For a brief moment, I thought maybe Bo-Katan's going to die here because Moff Gideon was giving her the business.
Mm-hmm.
Like they actually, for a brief moment, they made his character look like a threat
Yeah.
for a brief moment, especially when he crushes her hand and crushes the dark saber.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh,
Yeah. So now there's no more dark saber, and that's supposed to be the
oh,
big, huge
they'll
thing.
they'll fix it. The
Yeah.
armor will, they'll go get the mythosaur testicles or whatever, and
Yeah.
they'll fix it. Um. So, anyways, the fight continues. She's defeated again. Why are you talking? Why don't you just kill her? But he didn't. Moff Gideon dies.
Yeah. And Grogu uses the Force to keep the flames
Yeah.
off of them.
Now it took all three of them to defeat Gideon. I will say that. And Grogu was the main one, like using the Force at the times where he needed to.
Mm-hmm.
Gideon realized that and started taking pot shots at Grogu, which Mando stopped again.
Yep.
So that was a callback to Chapter 16, Season 2 finale. But yeah, Moff Gideon dies in flame. Um, and I guess that was the moment we were supposed to hurt. I thought this kid has already like graduated or whatever. Like, is this not Paz Vizsla's son? Am I missing something
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, it is.
Why is he going through the exact same? Could they not finish the ceremony? Is that what happened? Like, but whatever. Okay. Honestly, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't care. People in the comments that want to tell us, you're welcome to comment. We appreciate the comments, but I don't care. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter to me. I take Grogu as my son. Well, we already saw you that way, so
Yeah.
you accomplished nothing there for us. Uh,
You
what do
basically
we?
just made the obvious known.
Yeah. So basically, the outcome of that is now he's Din Grogu,
Yeah.
first of his name.
Now they can slap a new name onto the merchandise.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the
So,
new Din Grogu.
and I will say it was kind of weird. Like, if you have a ceremony like this, it's kind of weird for Din Djarin to walk up and just have this conversation with the armorer right in the middle of it all. Like,
Yeah,
why
in
didn't
front
you
of
talk?
everybody.
Yeah, in front of with everybody just standing
Yeah.
there. Like, why didn't you pull her aside like before? Hey, I want to baptize Grogu too, and you should have already had this planned out.
Yeah.
But so this scene is very indicative of what the writing for this season has been. Just kind of show up and figure it out.
Yeah.
Like,
It has been a mess. It has been an absolute mess.
yeah.
Uh
We see the mythosaur. You called it.
yeah.
I didn't think we'd even see him.
Grogu senses he was looking in the water and Grogu like sensed it. And I think Grogu was reaching out. Maybe Grogu's gonna be the one to ride the mythosaur.
Well, we got to see his eye open, Nick.
Yeah.
So I hope all you lore experts, we got to see the mythosaur's eyeball again. So you could look forward to the next year for hoping that you get a mythosaur scene. I don't know if you will ever.
Yeah, and another one of the leaks for this episode was going to be that the mythosaur was going to like come up out of the ground and like wreak havoc on the base. That never happened. Grogu was supposed to be fighting on some frozen lake in the IG suit, a bunch of stormtroopers or Praetorian guards or something. That never happened.
Yeah.
And then right here, they ignite the
The
great
Mines of Moria.
forges.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah.
the great forge.
So we go to the little rebels, well, not rebels, but the New Republic outpost here. He walks in and has a conversation with Carson Teva. Got a snaggletooth bartender. Filoni's there.
Yeah,
Grogu gets to eat at the bar, so he's happy. And the Mandalorian explains to Carson Teva, I want to be a bounty hunter again. but I'm going to be very select with my missions because this is my son now. Well, okay. So this is how stupid this season has been. This is my son. I'm going to be very selective in the missions because I want to make sure I protect my son. You just took him to fight Moff Gideon.
Yeah. In an Imperial base.
Hello?
Yeah.
Like, what
With
have you
Praetorian
done?
guards.
Yeah, what have you done to safeguard Grogu?
Yeah.
Worst father ever.
Yeah. Like, I mean, all your little bounty hunter missions should be a cakewalk
He
compared
should have
to
said, "My little son is a badass. We could take any mission you need us to take."
yeah.
That's what he should have said.
Yeah.
Instead of playing this whole, it's like the writing doesn't know what it wants to do.
Yeah. Like, I want to be safe, but we go through all this crazy danger and all this crazy things that we have to like escape from, and
Yeah,
it's like, okay, make up your mind.
I know. So, and you know, we have been told if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. We just want the pew pew. We just want the action. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
We
this
got some pew
episode,
pew, and
this
it wasn't
episode
very
was.
good.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you let me finish it,
Yeah.
this episode was filled with action, and it wasn't good.
Nope.
It just wasn't good. All right.
This whole season wasn't good.
So pretty neat here. I will say this. He wanted the IG-11 head. Very convenient that was up there. And Grogu noticed it. So they got the IG-11 head for the part. So Mando has the Babu freaks reconstruct him. I guess he did it without letting anybody know. And now IG-11 shows up as the new Marshal of Navarro. And I will say this. He will be a much better Marshal than Din Djarin ever could have been. Now, I'm with you. He should be dead.
Yeah.
He literally exploded into bits, people. It's not
Yeah.
like C-3PO in Empire where his arm and his leg and everything came up. No, bits.
Yeah.
Little tiny pieces of metal shards.
Yeah. That went into all the stormtroopers around there and killed all of them. Yeah. The character should be dead.
So now we're on the Djarin homestead, if you will. He's
Yeah.
out in the middle of the desert in his little hut, very reminiscent of Obi-Wan. He's sitting up, chilling. Grogu's got the frog using the Force, and then they give us the weird this part.
Yeah,
It's
like
like
boo.
doop. It's
Like, God, it's just an example of the entire season. It's a comedic joke. This was a terrible season. If I would have known this is how the season would have gone, I would have just not even watched it.
nah, I wouldn't. I won't go that far. I was going to watch it and review it for the channel.
Oh
You know.
yeah. But I'm saying if I was like a normal, like just viewer of the show, and we didn't have a YouTube channel or anything, like
Right.
if you guys haven't watched it, skip it. You're
Well,
literally
I'm not going to
missing
say
anything.
that. If you've watched the entire season, you're going to watch the finale.
No, I'm saying if you guys if somebody
Oh.
hasn't been watching the show at all,
Yeah.
and was waiting to the end to binge it.
Mm.
Gideon's back. He's dead. Grogu and Mando are official father.
We got so little Gideon through this whole season.
Yeah, he was in the last 2 episodes.
And I was the fool that said he has to win. The bad guys have to win here. Gideon's going to kill somebody. I mean, it's obvious that that's what the writing should give us.
Yeah, they're gonna escape, and then it's gonna be on to we got to find Gideon next season. He's still out there somewhere.
It's kind of like
he's dead.
they also can't decide with the writing and I'm being critical of Favreau here. Also, the story has its own problems. But another thing is they can't decide if they want the story to be for kids or for older fans
Yeah.
because they just keep going back and forth. We're going to hit the safe button every time. Moff Gideon dying means nothing to the fans.
No.
It doesn't hurt at all.
Mm-mm. It's just like, what a waste. I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
The Mandalorian can truly go on forever now. We didn't get the sequel to trilogy tie-ins. We didn't get a Grand Admiral Thrawn moment. I called it. I said that's going to be the only big thing that happens. We're going to get Grand Admiral Thrawn at the very end of the episode, and that's going to take us to Ahsoka. Nope, nope,
Nothing.
nope. And I feel like that should have happened. But
There's literally nothing in this entire season that's going to tie into anything moving forward other than the mythosaur.
that's why it's a reset.
Yeah.
This is a Mandalorian reset. We have circled back to the only thing that's different now is that Bo-Katan has united Mandalore. If you want to say that the 30 soldiers following her is reunification of an entire planet.
Yeah. Yeah. Not very many people.
We truly
there.
do sound like salty ass black pills.
It's what they gave us. I
I
mean,
know. Disclaimer, people, we wanted to like it,
yeah.
but
I
we
mean,
have to be honest.
if anybody was around when season 2 ended, we're freaking going nuts.
Exactly. So, all right, this is the hard part. What do you score this episode as a standalone? I'll go first. I'm going to give this episode as a standalone, not taking into account the entire season. As a standalone, I'm going to give this episode a 6.5, 7.
I'm at a 5.
I'm at a 5 for the season, maybe a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go 4. I'll go 4.
I'm at a 3 for the season, 5 for this episode. This season was terrible. A huge waste of time, in my opinion, for me.
It really was. We get up early hoping that this is a great. But look, my expectations going into today's episode was very low. And you guys watching this, Picard season finale tomorrow is going to
That's
be
what I'm looking forward to.
it's going to be absolutely lit. Absolutely lit. It's going to be so enjoyable. I am glad this is over.
Yeah, same. I'm glad this season of Mando is over and I don't have to watch any more of this trash. I absolutely hated it. And I'm looking forward to Picard tomorrow.
Yep, absolutely.
And I actually had a little bit of high expectations for this episode. I was a little bit opposite of you going into this. Like I thought this was going to be that one like badass episode of the season where it's like, God, we should have had this all season long. And it was just meh.
It makes me wonder what happened. Did Favreau and company just get lucky with seasons 1 and 2?
Or did they give up?
Or are the little conspiracy theories true? Is KK meddling with the process? I don't believe that. But I it's just not a good story.
No.
It's just not. You know, and the thing too is like, you know what also feels like jarring? All of a sudden in this episode, you have now put Din Djarin and Grogu back at the center.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they hadn't been the center of any episode the entire season to me. And then all of a sudden, here's the season finale. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to bring these two characters back and make it all about them. And we hit the reset button. We're going to get it fixed for season 4. Oh my gosh.
And how is he going to bounty hunt and capture people in the N1?
I don't know.
I mean, tie him to the wing and just take him in cold every time.
Literally ice block.
Yeah. I just don't see if he's getting back into bounty hunting.
Well, he's gonna get another ship, dude. I mean, that's an
Yeah,
easy. That's easy.
yeah, he's got to. He's got to.
He didn't say I'm ready this moment. Like, you know, he's just making his plans. So he'll have another ship if he's gonna in fact bounty hunt. Who knows what'll happen?
What if his ship is the same ship as the Falcon?
What if this is gonna piss a lot of people off? Look, when you throw the tomato, it's your monitor, not mine. What if we don't get a Mando season 4?
Man, I'd be fine with that. I'd be like, good.
Yeah, but it's the best thing they've given us. What are we gonna do then? Andor's got one season left, cuz, and that's it. It's over. There's no all the people going, Andor's the best thing they've given us. That's fine. That's fine. It's not better than season 1 and 2 of Mando. I don't care what anybody says, but
yeah.
you got one episode of Andor left, and it is over forever. So where are you gonna go then?
Yeah. I honestly, I just want the whole thing to burn to the ground and force Disney to have to sell it and let somebody else take over, because I'm just not happy with any of it.
Very lackluster. I'll say that.
Andor, Mando season 3,
Yeah.
Kenobi, Book of Boba Fett, but Ahsoka's next, and I think it actually could have the potential of actually being decent.
See, I'm already going in salty with Ahsoka. The first
Yeah,
4 episodes
I am too.
the first 4 episodes is the past because they don't have enough ideas to make a full story.
Yeah. So basically, we're gonna get 4 episodes of Ahsoka because it's only an 8 episode.
Member Berry filler stuff.
Yeah.
Why? We'll see. I'm already jaded as we head into Ahsoka, and I'm with you. It's the one with the highest ceiling and could be, possibly should be the best.
Yeah, the
Filoni,
Rebels crew coming back.
Filoni, your day is coming. You will be judged, Filoni.
Yeah.
You will be judged. Favreau, son, your stock, it's 1929 for you.
Yeah,
You were up here. Whoop! You have crashed.
Yeah, crashed and burned.
You have crashed. I like you, Jon Favreau. I really do. But it's okay to have a loss. All right, it's okay. If you got 30 games a year, it's okay to have a loss. Fans aren't going to riot with a loss, but this is a loss of massive proportions. A whole season of The Mandalorian, it really got away from you, cuz.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's definitely got to redeem himself big time. But with Ahsoka, the Rebels crew's coming back, Ezra, Thrawn. So I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to checking it out.
Let us know in the comments what you think. What do you think about the season as a whole? What do you think about this season as a standalone finale? We appreciate it, guys. We will be live Thursday night with a very special panel to talk about all things this episode and the season as a whole and what is going on. And then we will be live on our weekly Saturday night live show. So we hope that you will come and join us there where we do all things Star Wars, massive updates and everything. Have a great time with everybody. So as we always say, we are your Echo Base Network. May the Force be with you. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye, guys.
That guy's wise.